Israel went to battle, but they went without the presence of God. And when the presence departs, victory departs too. The Philistines captured the ark, the sacred chest that represented the very throne of the Almighty. They carried it to their city, Ashdod, and placed it in the temple of their god, Dagon. They thought the God of Israel was like their idols, just another statue to be conquered. The next morning, Dagon had fallen, face down before the ark of the Lord. When idols stand beside God, they fall. Every false power bows before his presence. Then, the hand of the Lord grew heavy upon Ashdod. Tumors broke out on their bodies. Rats multiplied, and terror spread like wildfire. They moved the ark from city to city, from Ashdod to Gath, from Gath to Ekron. But in every city, judgment followed. Where the presence of God is not honored, his presence becomes a fire. They prepared a new cart. They took 2 cows, mothers who had never been yoked, and tied them to it. They placed the ark upon the cart, and watched. Without human guidance, the cows carried the ark home. Because even creation obeys the Creator. When the ark returned, the people rejoiced. They offered sacrifices to the Lord, giving thanks for his mercy. Even among his own people, God's holiness cannot be treated casually. The same presence that blesses the humble destroys the proud. This story is not just ancient history. It's a mirror for us today. Every generation builds its Dagons, idols of success, beauty, and pride. But when the presence of God enters, every idol must fall. The ark reminds us, God's presence is not a trophy to carry into our plans. It is a throne we bow before. Who is able to stand before this holy Lord God? Honor his presence, fear his power, and let no idol stand beside him. What we learn from this story. 1. God's presence is not limited to a place or people. Even in enemy territory, he shows his power. 2. Idols cannot stand beside God. Every false god will bow in his presence. 3. The presence of God brings blessing or judgment, depending on how it's treated. 4. God does not need human help to defend his name. 5. Holiness must be honored. Familiarity with sacred things can be dangerous if there is no reverence. 6. God can use anything, even cows, to fulfill his will. 7. When God's presence returns, joy follows, but only for those who honor him rightly.